didn't want to make this video, you know? Invincible grew up. Dragon Ball didn't. Now, before you come at me in the comments, pitchfork at hand, all I ask is that you give me a chance to elaborate. Let's rewind. In 1945, World War II had been raging on for 6 years and was reaching its climax. With Hitler defeated and Italy crawling away, tails tucked between their legs, the Empire of Japan, aka Dai Nippon Teikoku in Japanese, was the last nation of the Axis Powers Alliance still standing. During the war, Japan had committed several evil war crimes under the leadership of Emperor Hirohito and Prime Minister Hideki Tojo. When America microwaved Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan had no recourse left but to surrender. But not before inspiring one man to create one of the most famous magnikais of all time. And I'm sure you all know the story from there. Dragon Ball happens, toys start selling, games are being made, and Goku has become stronger and stronger to beat the next villain. Then Dragon Ball Z happens, and Goku has to become stronger and stronger to beat the next villain. And then Dragon Ball Super happens, and Goku has to become stronger and stronger. And well, I think you get my point. You see, the pattern is that Goku isn't like Mark. He doesn't evolve. You do see it, don't you? Dragon Ball has a maturity problem, which was fine for the time, I suppose. I mean, every other show was basically doing the same thing. Well, any show that was mainstream anyway. Sure, I could go on about the other animes at the time. Bleach, Evangelion, Cowboy Bebop, One Piece. But those hadn't made it to the limelight until years later. Dragon Ball was the one anime that had an opportunity for mainstream attention to explore themes of maturity and nuance. But instead, it fell victim to classic tropes of fragile white masculinity that so many other shows of the time reflect. Shortly after the original run of Dragon Ball's manga, in 1984, a true Western comic was being born. And that comic was... Invincible set out to challenge the themes of friendship, heartbreak, love, hate, redemption, acceptance, overcoming traumas, and potentially continuing the white cycle of toxic masculinity. Invincible actually has morals from its Judaism roots, which promote love, inclusivity, and the understanding that not everything in life is a fight for the end of the world. And I'm okay with that. But Dragon Ball avoids this, or outright contradicts it. Early Dragon Ball is plagued with old Western racism in its character design and chauvinistic attitudes, with several instances of abusing and defiling women and their voices. Invincible empowers them. No, dare I say, Invincible embraces them. Dragon Ball may have girls with pink and blue hair, sure, but ironically, it's a perfect allegory for how surface level its politics are. Invincible dives deeper. Invincible is profound. Invincible is everything that Dragon Ball left out. Sure, epic fight scenes are cool and all. Heck, again, Invincible fights are far more detailed and visceral and attention-grabbing than Dragon Ball. But that's not even what makes Invincible good. Or what made Dragon Ball good. Seriously, who wants this shit? Nothing says, I'm a good writer, like throwing in at the end of the world scenario. After episode, after episode, after episode. With Invincible, the stakes are ironically, paradoxically higher than what they ever hoped to be in Dragon Ball. Mark spends time to cope with his feelings, to cope with his traumas, to cope with his identity, to cope with his own power and innate drive for imperialism, and his drive to conquer minorities. The true battle in Invincible is Mark overcoming his privileged upbringings and bringing himself to ultimately doing the right thing, the heroic thing, a real hero. Not some Dragon Ball fighter just eager for a fight. No. Invincible tackles far greater issues. We don't only follow Mark and his battles, we follow all characters in the show. Because each character is their own unique person with their own set of problems that usually stem from the systematic flaws of the patriarchal ecosystem. We get to see Mark grow stronger after each villain. We get to see William Cockwell grow stronger after every relationship. We get to see Darkwing grow stronger after each battle. We get to see Nightbolt fight for his brothers. And it resonates. It's actually rewarding to see because we get to see it happen in real time. Turns out, you can actually write an interesting story when you stop focusing on the cis suburban white man.